Hi, I'm Donna Davis. I am here today with my guest, Whitney Howell. She is an expert in flooring, and she is here to answer all of your flooring questions. And everything today with flooring has gotten so complex. There's tons of new products. There's lots of styles to choose from. So Whitney, tell us a little bit about what all you'll talk about today.
All right, so we're going to talk about all of the wonderful products we have at Fleming, all of the hard surfaces, which include engineered flooring, solid wood flooring, laminates, and luxury vinyl plank. And there are just so many, and we can go over all the different types and what it means for you.
So we also want to invite people to ask all of their flooring questions today. You have an expert, so there's so many different things that you need to know. What's best for your basement? What's best upstairs? What's best for dogs and kids, all kinds of things. Sure. So let's start, Whitney, with luxury vinyl. I had just heard about this a couple of years ago. So tell us about luxury vinyl products.
Well, as you know, vinyl has been around for a very long time. It's a lot different than it used to be, say in the 70s and the 80s. Everybody remembers those vinyl floors in their grandmother's kitchen. I always say that vinyl, it's like spaghetti sauce from the 70s. I'm Italian, I never would have bought it in a jar. But now vinyl is completely different. It is a luxury item with a lot of benefits. Vinyl, it's like spaghetti sauce from the 70s. So there are a lot of different types of flooring. There's engineered flooring, there's hardwood, as I said, there's the vinyl, there is solid wood. You can actually put solid wood down that is raw and then finish it, have it finished to your liking with the staining and the style that you like. There's just a lot of options available.
So tell us some of the advantages of luxury vinyl now and today's luxury vinyl.
Oh, of course. Luxury vinyl plank is actually waterproof. It's really water resistant. Waterproof from the top down. So if you had some sort of a leak from the top of the vinyl, you can wipe it up. It isn't going to seep down in and affect anything. So it's a nice product to have for basements. Also, it is a floating floor. You can actually glue it down or you can float it. Therefore, it can be replaced if you had any issues. We can literally cut a little section out and replace another piece. But definitely the fact that it's waterproof, it is inexpensive. They come in all different price points. The availability of these products is just massive. You can see on our website that we have tons of different colors and styles and textures. They look a lot like wood. You can also choose ones that look like stone. And again, a lot of different colors and styles. I know we can even do a herringbone in a laminate that is outstanding. And just go to our website and you can check out all the beautiful products that we have. A lot of different colors, a lot of different styles.
Yeah, and what I was amazed by is how this is kind of soft underfoot. So it's a little softer and more comfortable and, I don't know, nicer to the touch than what hardwood is, but just as beautiful.
Yes, and another thing to mention too about the vinyl product is that it is a floating floor and it's not really rigid. It's not really hard and stiff. Therefore, it conforms to the surface that you're putting it down on. So if you're putting it down on concrete that's not necessarily perfectly level, it will conform somewhat to that surface. You're not going to have the hollow spots underneath, so you're not going to hear that click-clack that you hear sometimes when you have hollow spots under a laminate floor. You're not going to hear that with the vinyl. It's very sturdy. It comes with a cork backing, so it's comfortable on your feet if you're standing for long periods of time. You have the cork back or you have a foam back. So a lot of different choices when you're looking at that. Also, a lot of of different choices in the widths of the plank, how wide they are and how long they are. So you could get a look of even a beveled edge or a flat surface. So there's a lot of different choices, a lot of different things to look at.
What are some of the most common questions that you get about luxury vinyl flooring?
Well, a lot of times people are concerned with the wear layer, and there are many different wear layers. Actually, you could get a wear layer of 6 mils on your surface of your vinyl, and you could go all the way up to 30, really. And we kind of concentrate on the 20 mil wear layer, which is a rather thick wear layer, and it is resistant to scratching. So that's very important if you have maybe little animals or you're worried about maybe shoes or things like that. The scratching is important because nobody wants a flat scratched up flooring surface. So another option would be if you have a very large dog with big nails and you're worried about that scratching, I would suggest a laminate, which is another option that we have many choices of.
So I'm going to pull up some of the laminate options and tell us a little bit about this and kind of how everyone can use your website. It's just such a great user-friendly site because you can pick the different colors and styles and things like that. So tell us a little bit about the laminate while we're looking at those pictures.
Well, I'll tell you, Rick has done a very good job at setting up our website with a visual designer. So you can actually go in there, click on our products, and use the visual designer to take a photo of your room, and then you can put any of our products into that room so that you can see it. And it's a good way to see, well, which way do I want for this floor to run? What colors are good? We actually have a little section where you could click different colors if you're interested in specific colors or styles, and then you can actually see them in the room. And I think that's very important. And you could do that with any of our products on our website, any of the hard surfaces, as well as our tile and our carpet as well. There's another option too on the website that I just want to mention. We have most of these products in our showroom. Our showroom is one of the very best that we have really in the industry. It is a beautiful showroom with thousands of products in it. If we don't have that particular sample for you, we will specifically order samples of the different types of flooring, and then those can go directly to your home. So you can look at it that way. You can view it on the website, and you can also be holding it in your hand.
I got you. Yeah, it's a really user-friendly website, and I think that's great when you can take a picture and you can see how that's going to look in your space. And
it's pretty
you
cool.
And I talked, you and I talked earlier about how in my house I put hardwood floors down. We can talk about hardwood floors next. And while it is beautiful, it is so dark that it's really hard to clean. What's your advice to people who are kind of low maintenance and they don't want to constantly clean their floors?
Really good question. A lot of times people are very concerned with not having to see every footprint, every little bit of dust, because, well, I certainly don't want to spend my entire life cleaning. So a good way to go is you have to look at how much light is coming into your house and, what is reflecting off of it. I like to choose a floor perhaps that is not as shiny of a finish and perhaps a little bit lighter. Dark floors tend to show a lot of dust and dirt and pet hair. And again, if you have pets, that's another issue too. So you might want to get the color of a floor, maybe that is the color of your pet.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, and
you should have the pet as one of the pictures on that. On the
there
website.
You go. There really are a lot of choices as far as the finishes too. You could do a finish that's very distressed, so that you don't have to stress out about every little mark if you do create one in your floor. It kind of just adds to the beauty of the distressing. So I personally like a distressed floor because I don't want to be a slave to my floor and worry about every little nick. So, that's something to think about too.
So we'll go back to the website for a few minutes and let's go through all your different choices in hardwood and how you can start to, some of the differences in hardwoods.
So there's a lot of differences in hardwood. First of all, our biggest thing is we've got a solid wood, and we've also got an engineered wood. People are a little bit concerned with that. Solid is a completely solid wood product, no layers of wood. An engineered product has layers that are compressed together. It is not a bad thing. It's actually quite good because that floor is very, very strong when you have an engineered product where the layers are glued together. What's really great about that is those particular engineered floors can be glued down. So if you're on a concrete surface, you can glue down an engineered floor where it would be not as easy to do so with the solid product. As a matter of fact, there's very few solids that you could glue down. And the reason for that is an engineered floor is designed to work with the moisture of concrete. So we always glue down our floors that are engineered onto concrete. So that's a very important thing to know. Now, if you are on a wood surface, if you are on plywood, you absolutely can nail down a solid wood. When the solid woods start to get wider, you're going to want to put some glue in there too, just so you don't have any movement.
Now,
so those are the two differences, really.
Okay. Can you resurface, refinish any type of hardwood?
You cannot. You can actually resurface solid wood because it's solid and there's many, many layers. You could go all the way down to the tongue locking mechanism. So you have many, many chances to refinish a solid floor. An engineered floor has a much thinner wear layer on the top. So you're not able to refinish a lot of those. There are some products, although I will say, that have a larger wear layer that you are able to get maybe one refinish out of. And we, of course, have those products available at Fleming as well. But for the most part, if you're going to refinish a floor, it should be a solid surface floor. And we do a lot of that at Fleming as well.
I got you. So at Fleming too, one of the big keys that I know about you guys as a brand is you're very consultative. Like the last thing you want when you go in to a showroom is to have somebody trying to talk you into a certain product, maybe one that they make more of a commission on than another. But you all are very consultative. Tell me a little bit about that, Whitney.
Okay, so Fleming has been around for really nearly about 50 years. It's really going on 50 years. And I think that the reason for the success at Fleming is because we have a very personalized service that we offer to everybody that comes into our showroom. We have a very large showroom with a lot of products in it. We have people always staffed in there, either myself or Pamela, and we have other people that work there as well. Anybody that working at Fleming can answer most of the questions about the showroom. We have a lot of products that we offer to our customers. We spend a lot of time with them one-on-one so that they can understand and we can understand their needs. There are many, many different types of, say, even carpet. We do a lot of carpet. Pam is an expert in that field, and we can pretty much walk you through the perfect product for you. If you have pets, if you have, if you have a water type environment, maybe you have a swimming pool, or there's a lot of factors, and we kind of get to the bottom of it. And we take you all the way through the purchasing of your material. We take you through the installation, and we are there for you afterward as well in case you need us for anything. We're not going anywhere. We've been here for 50 years, and we will plan on being here for another 50, hopefully. And we do not leave you with any issues. We are there to help you.
Yeah, and I love that you're family owned. You have a ton of brands, and if you want to, you could go through some of the brands that you carry so you can get all the big brands. But you also have that warm family-owned business vibe that you don't get in a big box store.
Yes, of course. We don't want you to go home with a product that is not best suited for you. you purchase a floor, you spend a lot of money on a floor, it's going to be with you a long time. So we want to make sure that you pick exactly what is right for you. And we want you to be happy with it forever. We want you to tell all your friends, and we want to see you back for the rest of your house. So we do pride ourselves in having a lot of positive feedback from our customers. A lot of our business is repeat business and referral, and that says a lot about a company when you just want to keep going back.
Yeah, and tell us, by the way, I did want to let you know we would love to take your questions.
Great.
Lisa Mullins says, great information that you need to buy a floor that matches your dog or perhaps your cat's hair. So yeah, I mean, that's something
Awesome.
I hadn't thought about. But that may be the quote of the day, Whitney. So also, I wanted to ask you about how you work with a lot of consumers, I know, but you also work with professionals, remodelers and builders. Tell us a little bit about your service for the remodelers and builders.
Okay, so that's awesome, because if you're a builder or if you're a decorator and you have clients of your own, it's very nice to be able to bring them into the showroom. We provide that complimentary service. You can bring your clients in with you. You can send them in without you, and we take care of that for you, and we record all of the choices that our builder customers and decorator customers have, and then we're able to gather up samples together for them, and it's a really nice service that we offer. There's not a lot of companies that have everything under one roof. We have carpet, tile, hardwood, laminate, vinyl. If we don't have it, Deidre in our warehouse, she is our warehouse manager, she will be able to find it for you. So we can get products that you don't see in our showroom. And for our builder clients, they love it because we take care of their customers and we make them look good.
Absolutely. And they can bring their customers in and ask.
Yes, you can bring your customers in and we'll help you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to just kind of go through and show our viewers some of the galleries that you guys have and how they can see the flooring, just online in homes and that kind of thing. So
right.
I wanted you to kind of explain a little bit about some of the pictures that we're seeing on that gallery.
So you can see from the pictures that we have a lot of stair runners on our treads. Now we can either refinish existing treads to match your floor, or we could put a runner on them. And what's nice about our showroom is we have thousands of carpets, and you could spend a little bit more money on a carpet for your stairs because it's kind of you can see that it is, you walk in and it's a focal point. So we do a lot of stair runners to fit the stairs. We have expert installers that install the pictures that you're looking at. And you could choose any of the carpets in our showroom, and we have it bound for you and ready to go. Beautiful option for your stairs. If refinishing existing treads is not an option, we can do that for you. So we do a lot with that. We can also make rugs out of any of our carpets, any size pretty much. We can do, and pretty custom rugs, and we have them bound for you. So that's kind of a nice feature too. We do a lot of that.
Yeah, I always think, that the biggest differences you can make in your home, I think for the investment, are paint and flooring.
Yes.
Flooring just sets the tone to me for the entire rest of your house.
Agreed. Flooring is a very important thing because obviously you're walking around on it all day long. You're living in it. You want it to be comfortable, but at the same time, you want it to be beautiful. So for that reason, we have so many different options, a lot of different price points, just for all different kind of people for different reasons. But we want your floor to be beautiful, and we are here to offer you all the different kind of products we have and all the knowledge about them as well, which is very important.
Yeah, do you want to talk a little bit, Whitney, about the tile that you guys do in addition to hardwood and carpet, that you do offer stone surfaces as well? And I'll just go on the website and show a little bit about how people can kind of maybe use the website before they come in to look at some of the different choices.
Absolutely. It's difficult sometimes to find a showroom that has a lot of the tile and the tile designing services. Pamela Snow in our office, she's our manager of our showroom. She is an expert in tile design, and she works with a lot of builders. People come and ask for her by name. We set up appointments with her, and she can go through and offer all of these different recommendations, based upon what you would like. She is truly an expert in the field. We're very lucky to have her at Fleming because it is a wonderful service that we offer to our customers.
Yeah, and it's just, it's so great to be able to kind of research because your choices can be overwhelming when you go into
it is
to
overwhelming.
look in flooring. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's overwhelming, and really, I knew very little about tile before I started, and it is just a whole big world of information. There are certain types of tiles you could use in certain areas, certain ones that could go on the floor, certain that go on only on the wall. So there's just a lot of different choices, and we certainly can walk you through all of that so you don't have any fear. We kind of take the fear out of tile shopping because I found it very fearful.
Yeah, I know what you mean. The choices in tile. And you guys, you come in and do the backsplash, not just flooring, correct?
We sure do. Absolutely the backsplash. Yes, ma'am.
So whether it's a bathroom or it's your living room or whatever it is, you deal with that. Now, do a lot of people bring maybe pictures into you guys
sure.
and say,
That's great. We encourage pictures because a lot of times it might be hard for somebody to explain what they're really looking for. So having pictures is 100% wonderful to bring pictures with you. A lot of people like to pin them on their Pinterest or they'll look on our website and find pictures on there. Definitely bring pictures in with you because it gives us a real clear idea of what you're looking for.
Okay, so we do have a question, Whitney. Are you guys open on the weekends?
We are actually open on Saturdays from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. And we are open during the week from 8:30 till 5. And we can certainly make appointments for you during the week. Saturday's a little more difficult to do an appointment, but we're certainly willing to, look at your situation and work with you to see what you need and when you could get in.
Yeah, and tell us about how you guys are working in the age of the coronavirus. People may be, wanting to know what their experience might be like. Everybody is doing something different. I know you're out there installing. I know you guys are working, but tell us, some of the ways that things may have changed within your store because of coronavirus.
Well, we have pretty much, we run the showroom in such a way, especially through the coronavirus days, we would make appointments for all of our customers. We had a sign posted on our door and our website that told people that we don't want to leave you without your project. A lot of people were involved right in the middle of a project when all this happened, so they really needed to get things finished and wrapped up. So we made a commitment to always be in our showroom. We had our masks. We sanitized daily. Actually, we sanitized hourly. We sanitized our samples whenever they came back in, and we limited our showroom to appointments only. That way, people had the freedom to move around the showroom. People wore masks. We would wear masks if people were comfortable with that. So we still worked with our customers. We didn't want to leave them just hanging without anybody to work on their project for them. So we still kept things going. We were very careful about it. In our showroom is very large, so we limit the number of people coming into the showroom, but we still can have a large amount of people in the showroom because it's so large. But we do monitor that very carefully and kind of just work with it. And hopefully this crazy thing will be behind us eventually, and everybody can get back to what they love doing.
Yeah, let's hope so. And normally, just like you guys, I'm on the set with you. So, you know, we do want to try to make sure that we're safe for everyone. And,
That's right.
you know, so everyone has to change really the way that they're doing business right now, but you definitely can't just stop doing business. And I know your customers are happy that you guys are there. And, you know, it seems like your home is so much more important to you now that we're all sheltering in place. And we're here in our homes so much, a lot of us working from home, and you see all the things you want to change. So I can imagine that you guys are really busy with consumers who have had the time to stop and look around and say, gosh, we need something.
You know, we have been very busy through this whole thing, and we have two of our salesmen. They're the one that do the estimators, and they go into the homes, and they have been absolutely wonderful working with customers and wearing their masks and following kind of a procedure where they walk in, you know, when they go to the house, the people are in other rooms, and they really kept it going for us, wanting to, you know, make sure that people were still taken care of. And so I really commend them for doing that. Not easy just to walk into people's homes. And I'll tell you, even me being at home and looking around my house, I've already decided on painting things. I've fixed a couple of drywall imperfections I had. I'm looking at my floor. I must have washed it 3 times being there. I mean, you do look around at your home and you want to be comfortable in it. And I think people being at home through this whole isolation period has made people kind of take notice of their home. And people are comfortable in their home, and they're looking at their floor, and they're thinking, maybe I can use some new carpet. And so a lot of that has been happening. We've been very busy through this whole thing, and especially now that things are starting to open back up again. People are ready to get stuff done.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Anything else that you want to say that I didn't ask you about, Whitney? Any other points you want to make?
I tell you, when people come into the showroom, they'll say, do you have any pre-engineered flooring? So that's really not really a term. So what people are trying to say is prefinished flooring or engineered flooring, 2 totally different things. So I explain that a lot to people. We can actually install raw wood for you, finish it on site, and that is called a site finish. So that way you don't have any bevels in the edges of your floors. It's a smooth, solid surface, and you could customize it to any color you like. We do color samples on the floor, and you could choose the color and have a site finished floor. Or you could go with a pre-finished product, which is a floor that is already finished from the factory. It's either distressed or it's, you know, whatever kind of finish you want. The finish is sprayed on at the factory, and we install it in your home all done. So you've got pre-finished flooring, and then you've got engineered flooring, which is a completely different thing. So I like to explain that to people.
Yeah, that is a really good point. You probably explain that several times a week, actually.
I do. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here, and it's been fun. And so I hope that you guys have continued great business with everybody coming in and doing wood floor. So many businesses are suffering right now. It's great
Donna,
to hear that
thank
you guys
you
are
for
doing
having
well.
me here. We really appreciate it. You really are gorgeous on the camera. So I know I'm supposed to look at the camera, but I keep looking at you. But really pretty. But thank you very much for having us here. We'd love to see everybody coming into the showroom, and I look forward to meeting all of you.
Okay, great. Thank you. And we hope you all have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.